Hello and welcome back to Vault Hunters! We have been working slowly on increasing our machines here for thermal expansion. I told you guys I was doing a lot of this stuff in the past there. We've made 23,500 ice, 3,000 snowballs, and 5,400 obsidian. Now this is the one that I've been working on here most recently. And in order to do this, I'm still using my blast chiller. But one of the cool things we have here is the magma crucible. So I just have stone being continuously exported over here into this, and it creates lava directly from that. The lava gets piped over here into our blast chiller, and you'll see right here, it just made an obsidian. So this thing just kind of goes. I still have my pulverizer here where I've been grinding up some nickel and my press here and all that kind of stuff. CWG helped me out a little bit. I didn't realize this was actually in there. This is the resonant integral components. And this just basically scales up the speed of everything at the cost of energy. And it's kind of expensive to make, but it's not too bad. It's something I can't get kind of easily. But yeah, we're just continuously making lava and continuously turning it into obsidian. Now, to keep the stone filled up in here, I'm using just an exporter from my system because we currently have 4.8 million stone in there. So it just kind of made sense. We'll just pipe it directly into it. And that way it always stays full of stone. Now, this is much faster if you use magma blocks, but I don't have quite as many magma blocks. I don't have a good way to produce those. Oh, I guess I have 33,000. But in the realm of things, it's a lot less than 4 million. So, that's how that goes. So I think the next thing we want to do, we want to work on this this stuff with thermal expansion here. And the real reason I really got into this one is so I could create one more machine. And so that machine is this right here, the Phytogenic insulator. It's very expensive to make. It does require an ecopog, machine frame, some other little things, couple pogs, so it's very expensive, but this one basically will allow us to grow all kinds of different plants, all kinds of different things directly in the system itself. It just requires some water, and I guess you can just like put saplings in here and it'll create logs and more saplings, but the biggest thing for me is the flowers. So we can actually grow 2 tall flowers like this peach leather flower here, and it will basically, create 2 of them with a little bit of either bone meal or phyto grow. I got to look at how to make phyto grow. I guess you can just craft it with some different stuff here. It looks like stuff from the world niter. I know I've actually found some of these ores in the past, but yeah, we can grow 2 tall flowers with it. And if you look right now, I'm actually in that situation. I need 2,236 rose bushes, and the only way I've been able to do that so far is to use just basically a dispenser and bone meal, and it is absolutely chewing through my bone meal. And so that's what I have set up right here. I just have 2 observers facing into a dispenser, and the dispenser just, shoots the bone meal out at my 2 tall flowers. I was doing lilacs lately. And shoots it into the 2 tall flowers, and I have a hopper with minecart underneath it that picks it up and puts it directly into the system. But that's a very manual way of doing it, and I can't just kind of let those things kind of go in the background. Now, I'm not 100% sure if this Phytogenic insulator here requires bone meal, but if it doesn't, we can just kind of let this thing kind of go in the background and create us a ton of different flowers that we can store in our storage system so that we're able to use them here in the Vaulter. The only problem with this whole system, however, is the fact that we need a research for it. It does require the Phytogenic insulator research here, which is 12 knowledge stars. Now, luckily, as usual, I've been grinding off camera. I have a total of 14 knowledge stars here that we can use for this. I'll save the 2 in there. Again, I have some decent vault diamonds. I have some skill essence and some star essence as well. So I have some. We've been running a lot of vaults off camera. CWG and I, we ran a bunch earlier today. We ran a bunch yesterday. So we've been just running vaults like crazy, trying to build up enough stuff so we can actually unlock these things. And luckily, I've been getting a whole lot of knowledge star pieces. Even in the soul shard menu here, I was able to get another star core from that earlier today. And so that's one of the things we're going to be using these for. So let's do the thing. Let's unlock Phytogenic insulator. And there we go. We have Phytogenic insulator unlocked. So now we have to craft it. So with this thing, it does require an echo pog. It requires 2 pogs. I have the 2 pogs in my system. The redstone flux coil, we can make one of those really easily. The machine frame, black opal, of course. Everything takes black opal. And let's make this machine frame really quickly. And now we need to make the Echo Pog. It's going to require 2 perfect Echo, and I have just enough for that. There we go. And we'll craft our Echo Pog. Boom. And here we go. Phytogenic insulator. So looking at some of the stuff, I think this is going to require sunlight, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. It looks like it does require sunlight of some sort. I don't know if this is a situation where I can just, put, a illumination block above it like glowstone or something like that, or if I actually have to like put this thing outside. It's not showing sunlight and I don't have any power going into it. Let's see. Infuses nutrients and light into plants using redstone flux. Gloriously incandescent. Okay, so I guess it will require some sort of sunlight, so that's kind of a bummer. So one of the things I did make at one point in time was these balconies. I have these little balconies up above my house. Just one on each side over here. I think this one might be a little bit better. I'm not exactly sure what's directly underneath these. Okay, that's right there. This one over here may work a little bit better. Yeah, it's right there. I can hide the wires better, as all I'm looking to do at this point in time is just hide the wires. Over here, I'm using most of the way of the ceiling here, so I don't think this will be the one I want to use. I want to use the one over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically ceiling this off. I'm going to go ahead and fill this all in here, and then we can put our block right up here. All right, and here's the basic setup for now. We have a phytogenic insulator running through some logistical transporters over here to some drawers. Now we just need to get our external storage bus made up down here and then run some cables up to the external storage bus, which is going to go directly underneath this guy. And we'll put that on there. Then we just need to run basically, I think it's just one cable. Yeah, one cable. And there we have it. We are able to pull directly from those drawers now with our system. Now this does present one little issue here. Even though we have all this stuff in our system, we should be able to see these rose bushes. Yep, we have 222 total, which is exactly what we have there. Now, if we look down here at our vaulter, it's probably not going to be pulling it over there because we need a filter for it. And this poses us a little bit of an issue because we are using all the sides of this vaulter here. Now, we have a lot of the other stuff that are present in the vaulter here that we need to pull from our refined storage system. Oh, we actually have a bunch of space on top. I forgot I put this one on top recently. I was going to say what we're going to have to do is create another vaulter and then just add some more exporters to it. But since we have room on this top one here, it actually won't be too much of an issue. So now if we go look at our rose bushes, we'll grab one of these from here. We only need one. And then we'll put this in this top one here and boom. There we go. Now, any of them out of those drawers have been sucked into here, and you'll see this kind of slowly go down as the phytogenic insulator makes more. Now, it is nighttime, so I'm guessing it's not going to be working quite as well at nighttime, but you'll see it does pull them down. There it goes, 2001, should be 2000 in a second. There it goes, 2000. All right, so it is working. So now we have a good way to pull them directly out of our storage system and into the vaulter. And so basically what I want to do now is, since these are so expensive to make, they do require an Echo Pog. Maybe I'll make another one. Maybe I'll make 2 of them, and I'll just put 2 of them up here. And then we can just basically create multiple flowers at once, because we're going to need a lot of different stuff. We're going to need all the different flowers. We're going to need things like vines, and it can grow all of those things in there. Maybe even wither roses one day. I don't really know yet, but we'll be able to produce basically anything plant-wise, and we can accelerate that with some of that phyto grow as well. We don't have to use bone meal. We can actually craft up some of this grow stuff as well. So there we have it, our very own phytogenic insulator that we can use to create a lot of these flowers. I'm just going to go through, I'm going to set each one of these up in here and basically just kind of AFK around, let it build up a whole lot of this stuff, and hopefully we'll get it to a point where we have a good stock of all of the 2-high flowers, or basically any other thing that we need for the vaulter. There's a bunch of different stuff, and so we're just going to have to kind of go through one by one and make it so that we have all of the pieces that we need. That's going to be it for today, guys. I appreciate you tagging along. In the next episode, we're going to be running some more vaults, and we're going to run a vault that's a little harder than our own level. So stay tuned. I will see you all on the next episode.